Hey, what's up guys? Let's talk about where the market's going to go over the next 12 months and see how things are tracking along. Are they moving in a positive direction or a negative direction? So let's jump right into it. Zillow Weekly Market Report data October 24th. Buyer demand continues to push beyond seasonal norms. This was a result because of the COVID-19 shutdown that we experienced and also the low mortgage rates that we have. According to them, newly pending sales are up 19.3% since this time in 2019, but slow 1.5% since last week, in the latest installment of a 7-week downward seasonal trend. In the first week of September, newly pending sales were up 23.8% year over year. A lack of new inventory and seasonal slowing appear to finally be tempering record sales figures, but weekly pending figures are now similar to those from last April and July, both of which are traditionally strong sales periods. Houses are on the market for a minimum of 12 days before an offer is accepted, which is unchanged from the past 2 weeks. This is 17 days faster than last year, another effect of strong demand pushing this year's home shopping season past its usual endpoint. One of the contributing factors for price appreciation and such rapid movement in the market is the inventory keeps getting drier. This is actually something we've been experiencing for the past couple of years. According to them, the downward slide of inventory that began in late May continued, dropping 1.3% week over week and reaching 37.2% lower than at this time last year. The last time inventory grew year over year was at the end of July 2019. New listings are down 3.7% from last year and 7.1% from the week prior. One of the things I have to highlight in this article is where home value is expected to go as far as appreciation. We expect seasonally adjusted home values to increase 2.9% between September and the end of 2020 and rise 7% in 12 months ending September 2021. This forecast is notably more optimistic than previously. Our prior forecast called for a 4.8% rise between August 2020 and 2021. Historically low levels of for sale inventory teamed with robust buyer demand and mortgage rates that remain near historic lows continue to place upward pressure. They're actually being very bullish at how they view appreciation over the next 12 months, being at 7%. CoreLogic tends to be a little bit more conservative in the way they view the market, and they're appreciating at 0.2% over the next 12 months. Earlier in the year, they actually expected depreciation along with another agency. Overall, things are looking in a positive direction given that you have Zelman, Freddie Mac, NAR, which is the National Association of Realtors, and all the other groups assuming that there's going to be a positive trend over the next 12 months, and they have good reason for it. So let's jump on to CoreLogic's Home Price Insights forecast. They just released for August. National home prices increased 5.9% year over year in August. No states posted an annual decline in home prices. I believe this is about 0.4% bump up since summertime when they had the last evaluation on Home Price Insights. The states with the highest increase year over year were Idaho at 10.8%, Arizona 9.7%, and Maine 9.6%. These are the top 10 metro changes. I believe San Francisco actually saw a bump up. I believe they were around 0.6%. Now they're at 1.1%. Houston's around the same, 3.9%. Miami's seen a slight increase, 4.7%, and Washington 5.5%, and all the other metro changes. The one thing I do want to highlight on this particular article is the market's at risk for home price decline. So despite the rapid acceleration of national home price growth, local markets continue to vary. For instance, in Phoenix, where there is a severe shortage for sale homes, prices increased 9.8% in August. Meanwhile, the New York, Jersey City, White Plains metro recorded an annual decline in home prices of negative 0.1% as residents offer more space and privacy in less densely populated areas. Looking forward, the Home Price Insights forecast also reveals the disparity of home price growth across metros. In markets like Las Vegas, where the local tourism economy and job market continue to struggle, home prices are expected to decline 6.5% by August 2021. Conversely, in San Francisco, home prices are forecasted to increase 7.8% over the next 12 months as low inventory continues to push prices up. The 5 markets that are most risk, according to them, is Lake Charles, Louisiana, Las Vegas, Nevada, Miami Beach, Florida, Springfield, Massachusetts, and Modesto, California. Now jumping on to what CoreLogic has concerns for in regards to the local tourism for markets like Miami or Las Vegas, we actually can see the data tracking. Leisure and hospitality probably more closely relates to tourism, and they have been falling flat slightly, around negative 21%. It has moved in a V-shaped pattern, much of the economy. If we can actually track all of that, professional and business services, education and health services, retail, all been moving in a positive direction. The only one that keeps lagging significantly is leisure and hospitality, but has greatly improved since the shutdown. One thing I do want to keep tabs on as we continue to move along are delinquencies in regards to the forbearance market. Black Knight has released an article on October 22nd. Serious delinquencies improved in September for the first time since the start of the pandemic. The number of seriously delinquent mortgages 90 plus days fell by 43,000 in September, marking the first such improvement in serious delinquencies since the start of the pandemic. More than 2.3 million homeowners, 5 times the number entering 2020, remain 90 or more days past due but not in foreclosure. The national delinquency rate fell in September to 6.66%, down from 6.88% the month prior. Early stage delinquencies continue to show strong improvement, with the rolls from current to 30 days delinquent, as well as the number of borrowers less than 90 days delinquent having returned to pre-pandemic levels. Actually, they had concerns that we weren't going to return to pre-pandemic levels. When Black Knight was initially observing their data sets, they actually compared it to natural disasters, and the natural disaster that most closely coincided with that was actually hurricanes. And during that time, the 3-month running average was very similar. However, there was a divergence after 3 months, given that this was a shutdown and a pandemic. And one of the things that they were concerned about was that we weren't going to return to normal delinquency levels at pre-pandemic levels for another 19 months. The fact that we have returned to pre-pandemic levels tells you how well things have been progressing as far as in the real estate markets. But foreclosures and foreclosure sales continue to remain muted given the widespread foreclosure moratorium still in place. For homeowners who are still struggling, you can still get forbearance and get up to 12 months of reprieve. The other thing is some of the people in forbearance are moving to loss mitigation. Loss mitigation is basically when the person who has a home and is borrowing debt calls the loan servicer, and the loan servicer passes them to the loss mitigation officer. The loss mitigation officer will work with them and try to get them a repayment structure or do some flexible modification, whether it's changing the loan term, the rate, or the amount that they pay to get them back on track to where they need to go. The one thing I do want to highlight, the thing that has been helping the forbearance market significantly is the appreciation that we have been having, as well as the positive V-shaped recovery that we continue to see as far as in the percent change in employment. Overall, 92.7% of people have over 10% equity. The ones that are in concern are the ones that have less than 10% equity, which is about 7.3% of loans, or 172,000 loans having less than 10% equity. And to cap it all off, builder confidence in the 55 plus housing market at all-time high in the third quarter. They scored at 88, and builders unanimously perceive a positive outlook for the next 6 months in regards to the real estate market. So we should be seeing a stronger supply as we go into the next 12 months. So overall, things are looking pretty good. GDP hit 33.1, which is awesome. We're not out of the recession, but we have been moving in a very positive direction. Builder confidence is all-time high. Percent change in employment is moving. Hopefully those unemployment numbers will continue to show more positive growth, as well as the forbearance market moving in a positive direction. The last thing I do want to address is that there is fears of a double-dip recession as we enter the winter months because of COVID-19. Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister, has just recently stated that there is going to be a 4-week shutdown in the United Kingdom. So the fear is that that could possibly happen in the United States. And according to the Federal Reserve, they are currently working right now to try to address some of the issues that could happen as we go into the winter months. One of the things that the Federal Reserve is trying to do is try to address loans for small businesses and mid-sized businesses by adjusting the rates, the terms, and the fees, and adjusting the minimum amount of money that they need to have. I believe the number was originally $250,000. They're moving it down to a $100,000 loan minimum requirement. So overall, things are in a positive direction. All right, guys, thank you for checking out the video. I appreciate it. Peace out.